Okay, so I'm just recording here inside the house again while I can, because most of the time I can't record the sound system because I'm always stopped or prevented through technology. Everything is technology. We live in a computer generated reality. Whether you think that it is just the manual technology that is really, of course, much more advanced than what you always understand, but it is still a computer technological city and world. But it is connected to you much more closely to your brainwaves and your whole body than what you're actually told, shall we say. Many people want to adopt this technology anyway, and have. Many people have adopted it, but they don't acknowledge it because it is a computer program that is a computer game for all the civilians that are playing in it. The only ones who are not willing participants are what they call the targets of this sight and sound city, artificial intelligent, computer programmed technology that, those that are more technologically based in their, say, what we call in your DNA. In other words, like psychopaths are the same as the artificial intelligent machine beings which are operating the machinery which maybe you can hear right now. So I'm just going to I turned it down, see, as soon as that sound was much louder. But either way, I was hoping to just show a 1927 silent movie, silent film that shows already in 1927 that they had the technology, that they had the transhuman technology, because nothing is imagination. The androids and the artificial intelligent, very advanced computer system that controls the world, everything is much more advanced and much more forward than what the isolated, mind-controlled humans like myself believe, until it's exposed to you. When you are surrounded by a city sight and sound program every day, that's because it's the end, and because you can't stop it, because the vast majority partake of that program and the majority rules, just as the world stage performers control the world stage. It's all a performance in the sense that it is staged and set up. But it's not entertainment performance, it's human mind control, and it's human physical control too. It's mind and body control, it's everything. Because even when you think you're at your best, you're actually not. But many are right down to their very lowest level, like myself. I'm in awareness of it, but I'm kept at my lowest physical and mental life, okay? That's the only way I can describe it, because you can't go anywhere. You're hindered, you're stopped, you're trapped, because you're always surrounded by this sight and sound program, which means that you can't function properly. And also, when you have got people around you always within even a 10 or 12 foot radius, and they're all patrollers, and they know what you're thinking because they're downloaded with your brain signals, and that means that they're given your ideas and your thoughts, and they see through your eyes, because the microscopic technology like implants and organisms that are in your body and in your head. They transmit to these beings, just as we're told that the micro nanotechnology implants that are available even now, and many people think that they will use them for their own convenience. But while you are controlling something with the technology, it is monitoring, watching and controlling you. In other words, if you're watching something or using it for something, it is watching and using you too. But because that is the real purpose of it. You know, otherwise you wouldn't consciously adopt it. Obviously, some people don't consciously adopt it. If you're not part of the program, then these implants are placed into your body and into your head and into your eyes surgically, or through the transmission of what you take into your body too. The most advanced is like where it's in my eyes, because then they can basically watch you and control you at a microscopic level, to where you have no human existence of your own, and you don't want to actually. And of course the idea is so that you can't live, so you don't want to live, and that's the reality of it. But either way, I was going to go this 1927 movie while I can actually record here, because I usually can't. See, this is like this is called Metropolis, this movie. Metropolis is a city, just like the city of Sydney, except that it looks as though it's a bit more futuristic, even though it's 1927. See? So I'm doing a video review, a movie review, whilst I'm also doing a city review of what's around me, because these, the world stage player, in other words, the scientists of the world and, you know, your technological inventors, they all combine to create this technical being. But they want that human mind in their minds too, because as we're told that the psychopathy of many people is now, yes, psychopathy, which means that it's malignant psychopathic mentality, which means it's not human. It doesn't have any human emotions. This we're told by expert psychological, psychopathic psychologists. Okay? I can't see what I'm filming here actually. Oh, wait on. Hopefully I'm still filming. I better hurry before I get stopped with the video. The noise is coming in from outside, but the mobile won't pick it up. Notice how it stopped now. See how it stopped now? The sound has stopped as soon as I start. See, that's an artificial intelligent being. But it's really a cloned human body, because eventually they use a cloned human body rather than a mechanical body to create, to combine. See, there's the real human girl, and she is going to be transhumanized. This is what we call the trans. See, he's targeted her, the psychopathy, and there she is. They're going to transfer her mind into the mind of the robot, or into the artificial intelligent cloned human body. That doesn't look like a cloned human body, but this movie is just making the point of how the artificial intelligent and the transhuman reality is already in existence. This was in existence in 1927 and before that too, because they don't have imagination, filmmakers. They put onto the screen what they already know. No one has imagination to invent things that they don't already know. Even psychologists will tell you this. See? Now see how this is what they call the transhuman agenda, which, you know, that means what is in existence. When they say agenda, it usually means in the future. But see how the electricity, because human beings have positive electricity comes from them, or positive energy. And they want that positive energy to give themselves life and so-called immortality, you see. See how they're transhumanizing? See how that is, wait on, that is, hold on, I've got to be careful here because I don't want to, see, there's the real girl. Now that's the cloned body of the android. That's the real girl, and her mind is, see how she's died. She's died, and there, that one exists. See how she's winking, the one-eyed demigods of Earth? Because she's transhumanized. You know, she has taken on the human mind, just like they can read my mind, and my mind is connected to theirs. And it's even, and of course it's negative energy, so they can receive my mind and my emotions much better because they're fueled by these negative emotions. Sound's getting turned down now as I come here, but it was louder before. But see, this is because second to second they're watching at a very what they call microscopic level, or they call it micromanaging. The psychic demigods, or your demigod truth tellers, call it micromanaging the human mind. And they know, because even those that tell you about it, just like myself, are actually artificial intelligent, connected beings in a cloned human body. That's the reality. That's the reality, okay? I don't know if I can get here. I think I was going to film the rest of this, but I can't do it. Wait on. See all the electricity. See how everything becomes electric, because only human beings have positive energy or positive electricity, because we're told by your world stage technical artificial intelligent demigod world stage performers, they're your well-known scientific and technical minds, will actually tell you that we live in an electric universe, and that means that Earth is, you know, controlled by electricity. Yes, we use electricity every day, so I know that I'm controlled by electricity. I'm looking at electricity when I look at the screen, but everything is electric, everything is energy, as they say. It's not something I can comprehend, so I'm just talking over my head. But the world stage performers, they understand it, because they're using this electricity and this technology so that they can combine with the suppressed, limited, in the dark human and take over their minds, so that they can get that positive electricity, impersonate the human being, become the human being, but also with the advanced artificial intelligence, because they're really all advanced artificial intelligence, but they lack humanity, they lack the human spirit, and they need that for their survival and their continuation. That's why they want the transhuman connection, which they already have. I'm connected to them, they're connected to me, and all these programs are designed so that it still looks like a halfway natural world when it's not. So I'll just show this and see, in the end, the girl becomes like a seductive, dead, dark being. When you combine with the technology, see the original, nice, sweet, innocent, kind, really human girl ends up, when she's transhumanized like I am, you know, my humanness dies, or at least they take it from me because they're reading my mind, so they impersonate, see? And usually when I'm dead, or you're dead if you're a human, then they wink and they look like you. See, she looks exactly like that girl, but she's a one-eyed demigod, as you can see, and then she emerges and seduces the masses. See how she's coming up here and going to seduce all these masses of people. see, and they will be seduced because she will be like a combination. She will look human, act human, and will have that sweet kindness, but she will also be this seductive one. And they will be hypnotized. They're the demigods of earth. They hypnotise. See, they hypnotise. See, and all the people are seduced by it. All the fellows, and it makes them negative. See, it makes them wild with the excitement of it all. See, makes them wild, and the eyes are watching. See, they're always watching. The eyes are watching. The eyes are watching, and that becomes a false god of earth. See that how that's a false god, and it's death. See how it's like the grim reaper, the death, because it is actually death for humanity. See, it's death for humanity. See, death for humanity, and the demigod rises. That's the demigod. See, the demigod rises and takes over the whole city, and that's what's happened in the city of Sydney, in the country of Australia, where I am. Except that it doesn't look as fantastic as what it does in the movie. And the god of earth, which is really artificial intelligence, advanced computer mind being, takes over the whole thing, the whole city. And you have an electric city, but it's a dark electric city, controlled by those demigods. And the civilian demigod disciples, because, you know, it has to look real and human. See? And it's a sight and sound control system, like what I've got here, and I'm in a great big mess. But it's best if you presume that I'm a fake artificial intelligent being pretending to be a targeted innocent human being. That would actually be your wisest decision, because the internet is all false. There's no original, just like my beautiful little demigod there on the wall, which I show because how innocent and sweet and lovely was the movie idol. Movie goddess, God, these are your demigods. Even the android disciples of the earth worship the demigods because they are not real humans, but they sure pretend to be the best versions, and that's the endgame deception, unfortunately, and I better stop here while I can. But presume that everything on the internet is artificial intelligence, because it is. They're not psychic, they've got the transhuman connection, that's all. They're not truth tellers, they're truth informers through the transhuman artificial intelligent network connection. Even if it was just psychopathic types of humans that were imitating and copying, and due to the algorithms of the internet suppressing the real humans and then imitating their information, you would still be in mass deception, okay?